Hey, honey, we're at it again.
So loud.
I know,
You
I
don't
know.
just because you're wearing a mask doesn't mean you have to speak louder.
Oh, it
It's
doesn't.
not. It does
Doesn't
not cover
muffle
your
my
mouth.
heart.
It's not that kind of mask.
Sorry.
And Halloween was last week.
Oh, but I thought we were doing Phantom of the Opera. I can't scratch my
I
nose with
thought you
this.
were picking it.
I was trying to scratch. Scratch my nose. Hi, everybody. Welcome, Savage Reaction Crew. I'm David.
I'm Angie.
I'm a little bit of everything.
What are you doing?
Trying to find some place to put my mask.
I'm
Sorry.
a whole lot of rock and roll.
So, yeah, Phantom of the Opera.
Look,
Dan Vask, right?
No, not Dan Vask.
What?
But before we get to that, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, ring the little bell,
Comment down below. Helps the algorithm.
Helps the algorithm. Please consider membership. Consider super thanks. That's how you get your stuff bumped up to the top. This was something that was requested. I can't remember. It must have been when we did Music of the Night.
Yeah.
By Dan Vask. It must have been that. Maybe then. I think it might have been then. A few people made this request.
Yep.
This is, I think he's still alive. Yes, he is. He's only 36 years old. His name is Tommy Johansson. All right. He is, from what I understand, he's basically the Swedish.
Oh, I like
Vask.
Swedish fish.
He's the Swedish. I like Swedish fish too. He's the Swedish Dan Vask is what I've been told. So Tommy, how is it? Reinseed is what he's called. Johansson is a Swedish vocalist and guitarist known for his work as a guitarist for Swedish metal band Sabaton and as the lead vocalist and guitarist of the band Majestica, a power metal band from Boden, Sweden. In 2009, he was the karaoke music champion in Sweden. And it looks like he does an ABBA song, too. Oh, I might have to check that one out.
Interesting.
So, yeah, he's so young. Well, I mean, so is Dan Vask. It just doesn't even occur to me. So, yeah, so we were told to check this guy out, and specifically Phantom of the Opera. And so that's where that fan's on. I was wondering why I was suddenly getting really cold.
Well, I'll turn it off after this next video.
Okay.
So. All right, here we go. Without further ado.
Tommy
3,
Johansson,
2,
Phantom of the Opera.
1, action.
Great hair. Kind of reminds me of Dominic. It's one of the shift leads at my job. Dominic, is that you? Is there something you've been telling us?
That's his part-time Swedish job.
Swedish job.
In sleep he sang to me, in dreams he came. That voice which calls to me and speaks my name. And do I dream again? For now I find the phantom of the opera is there inside my mind. Sing once again with me, a strange duet. My power over you grows stronger yet. And though you turn from me to glance behind,
I like this.
the phantom of the opera is there inside your mind.
All right. So let's pause it for a second. Check it out. I like him. I mean, I'm a huge Phantom of the Opera fan. So Michael Crawford will always have a piece of my heart when it comes to Phantom of the Opera.
Of course.
It's Michael Crawford. Michael freaking Crawford.
Freaking Crawford,
but it doesn't mean that I can't appreciate other people doing Phantom of the Opera songs. Just like I enjoyed Dan Bass doing Music of the Night. I am enjoying this so far. I like his voice. I like that he's doing both parts, especially because I'm not always particularly fond of a female voice. So I was a little bit worried. I wasn't sure what we were walking into here. So I'm really glad it's just him the whole time. I like how animated he is. Again, gorgeous hair. What is he using? Like, it looks so soft and
Isn't Pantene Swedish?
I don't know what Pantene is, but gorgeous,
It's a Swedish
gorgeous
shampoo.
hair. Somebody, I think one of the early videos with Dan Bask, I'm like, right away I was commenting like, what beautiful hair, and somebody said like he washes his hair in the blood of innocence. It's funny. Like, does Tommy also?
Dark.
So anyway, so yeah, so far so good. I'm enjoying it.
Noise.
I'm enjoying, like, you gotta separate Michael Crawford from anything, and look at them on their own level, and I don't know, not level, but as their own
It's their own artist, their own
yeah,
presentation,
and what they have to offer, and I'm liking, and he does bring like a metal edge to it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear what's coming up.
Those who have seen your face draw back in fear. I am the mask you wear. It's me they hear.
I love that.
Your spirit and my
Ooh,
voice
he's layered.
in one combined. The phantom of the opera is there inside my mind. In all your fantasies, you always knew that man and mystery were both in you.
Love it.
Wow.
And in this labyrinth, when night is blind, the phantom of the opera is there inside my mind. Sing my angel music. The phantom of the opera.
But you know what he's gonna do.
Hey. Wow.
Love it. Oh, look, there he is.
It's been added to the book. Wow.
That actually made me teary-eyed. Like, that was really good.
That was
Really
so
good. I can see why people are like, he's the Swedish version of Dan Vask. I want to watch much more of him. I believe we have more than just this song on request for him, but please put more of the songs down there. We're going to look into him more. And I mean this in the most complimentary way, because I have such respect for this artist. Reminds me of Meatloaf.
Yeah.
His look, the notes he hit. Meatloaf, I mean, he was young. He was in his early 20s when he was in Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah.
And that guy
His vocal
was
chops.
outstanding. And my mom saw him in concert for the Bat Out of Hell 2 tour. And even she said it was just, I mean, he was running around the stage and even out of shape. Like he's running out of stage, but around the stage, and he's just belting it out and put on such an amazing show. And that's what this guy just like his look just reminds me with the long hair, and he's got like kind of a full face. It reminds me of Meatloaf and his vocal range and everything. And I say that as an absolute compliment.
Yep.
That yeah, I quite enjoyed that. I definitely want to see more of him. That was great. Thank you so much for that recommendation, you guys. I wouldn't have found him on my own.
No, I enjoyed it too. I liked the way that the vocals were layered in some places in the tracks. I don't know if because I need better headphones. I've only got one side working. I don't know if it was his voice that was layered on top of each other, or
from what I could hear, it was him,
or if he's got other members of his group that sing. But I would guess, based on just what I was hearing, was that
it sounded like him.
His he was doing,
because he was doing the female
parts.
part and the male part and doing them together, and then as they sang together, it was his voice doing both. That was fantastic. That was great. I'm so happy.
She's pumped. I can tell.
I
can feel her energy.
And honestly,
over here.
like if we had never had this channel going, like you had already discovered Dan Vasc on your own, but we never would have heard of this gentleman.
Nope.
Ever. So like if we get nothing else out of this channel, out of all the work we've done and everything, we've made some cool friends.
Yep.
In the comments, like some of you guys, we see you, we read, it's us reading the comments and replying to the comments, and we see you guys, a lot of you are the same ones, especially on particular days. We've made some cool friends, and I never would have run across this gentleman if it wasn't for you guys, and if it wasn't for this channel.
So thanks for that.
Yes. So, well, stay tuned, because it's also Wednesday, Queen Wednesday. So we've got a Queen video dropping as well.
There we go. So until we see you next time, peace.
Rock on.